Buddy boy, buddy boy. Let me take not too much time to deploy what will be me getting into this game. Sign in, that could be important. Why not the OG? Oh yeah. Hello to Human Being and Brianna Pistachio. We're going to be flying into a playthrough of Portal 2 with Dia right beside me. She has never experienced this before, so I'm going to try and go at a speed that won't, I want to say, compromise her understanding of some of the puzzles that we're going through. Very quickly before we begin, I want to basically just establish. Oh no, it doesn't appear that we can manipulate the sound effects independent of the, you know, volume. So here we go. Ain't that something? What I'd like to try to get working is the chat. Yeah, but for right now we'll roll with what we got. Oh hell yeah, oh hell yeah. It looks like my old variation is working. So if Rusty Shackleford said that and it worked, then that means I can get rid of the other overlay. This is good. I'm gonna test it by saying hello. Then give it a few moments to see if that goes through. I said hello, excellent. And Brianna says, I've never seen this game. Well, you'll be seeing it now for as long as we're getting through it. And I don't want to exceed an hour. So let's see if we can have that roll through in a timely manner.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor. Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness.
A very quick pause to, you know, make something apparent to certain people is that for many people playing a video game and not having played a bunch of video games in the past, when video games ask you to look up and down and to look around, they're getting more of a feel for how you do things than you are for, you know, the game's, let's call it, way of wanting you to do things. And I guess the simplest way to say that would be a game may invert controls based on, you know, you looking up or looking down if you press the wrong, you know, sequence. Like some people want to like take the analog down to look up. So if when they say look up and you go down, it will then invert those controls. Whereas, you know, some people may just think of it as just like, oh, do what I say, and somebody will be all like, oh, I'm not going to do what you say, but then you're fucking up the game for yourself because the controls are going to be set based on what the game thinks comes naturally to you.
Wellness exercise. There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it.
This painting
is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art.
That is some pixelated art, boy. I wonder if I should have played this on the PC.
If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music.
What if I should have played this on the PC? Oh no.
Good. Now please return to your bed.
Well, isn't that something? Raphael Reed says today is Batman's 80th birthday. Aren't we all getting younger by the day? And Denise says, hello, long-time listener, first time catching a live stream. This is a gaming stream, so it is not going to be your typical me reading through something that might be a little more entertaining. I want to say from moment to moment. So, Dia.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 9999999. This courtesy call.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Subject should vacate the enrichment
Hello?
center immediately. Any test subject
Are you
not
gonna open the door?
at this time.
Always like the impression in the bed.
Hello?
No. Relaxation for the
Are you gonna open this door?
I think the sensitivity is a bit high, even for me. What's that saying? Alright.
It's fairly urgent.
Concerns regarding this policy, or
Oh,
if you
just
require
open the
a
door.
Spanish language
That's too
version of
aggressive.
this message. Feel
Hello,
free to take a
friend.
complimentary piece
Why
of
not open the
stationery from
door?
desk drawer in front of you and write us a letter. Good
Could
luck.
be Spanish. Could be Spanish. Hola, amigo. Abre la puerta. Donde? Ah! Oh God, you look good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you? Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it slow.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. It's all fine. All right. Don't move. I'm gonna get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you.
Wheatley in this game is voiced by Stephen Merchant, who Dia may recognize from
You all right down there? Can you hear me?
the Ricky Gervais
Hello?
show with Stephen Merchant, Ricky Gervais, and Carl Pilkington.
Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage.
I think what I'm gonna do is turn off the closed captioning because it's kind of getting in the way, I think.
But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me. Just say yes.
Press A to speak.
Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped.
Yeah.
But never mind. Say apple. Apple.
Press A to say apple. I know it's just gonna make me jump again, but
Simple word. Apple.
whatever.
Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing down there? You still holding on? The reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation centre stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on, this is a bit tricky. And of course, nobody tells me anything. No, why should you tell me anything? Why should I be kept informed? You know about the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of.
Oh boy.
Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I gonna make it through? Have I got enough space? Just gotta get through here. Okay, I just gotta concentrate. And whose fault do you think it's gonna be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables? Alright, see, no, I hit that one. I hit that one. Okay, listen, we should get our stories straight, alright? If anyone asks, and no one's gonna ask, don't worry, but if anyone asks, tell them as far as you know, the last time you checked, everyone looked pretty much alive, alright? Not dead. Okay, almost there. On the other side of that wall is one of the old testing tracks. There's a piece of equipment in there that we're gonna need to get out of here. I think this is a docking station. Get ready.
It says docking station right on there.
Good news, that is not a docking station. So there's one mystery solved. I'm going to attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical. Hold on. Almost there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes. Not bullet holes, but don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on this time.
And welcome to Portal 2, Dia.
There we go. Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this particular type of cognitive gauntlet. But at least you're a good jumper. So you got that, got the jumping on your side. Just do your best, and I'll meet you up ahead.
Well.
That's the spirit. Good luck.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
A fantastic return to Portal after the first game. It starts you literally where you were the first time, giving you a glimpse into the ill repair that the facility has fallen into, following what we can only imagine was our destruction of GLaDOS.
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. If cube and button-based testing caused this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim.
It should say something that the facility seems to have been designed to continue.
Please note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it.
Yeah, it should be said that there's something to be said that the facility was meant to function even if shit got loose, like in a scenario like this.
If
Crazy.
you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the Material Emancipation Grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
My lord. Now, Mr. Helper Boy says, have you played this before? I have, in fact. I can remember one particular confession podcast where I was playing through Portal 2 quite fondly. Actually, got a lot of people confessing crazy things, from how they, work at places where they take money for, let's call it sexual things. And I remember a girl coming in and saying how, a dude would do some things on her of the body relieving variety for money. I remember somebody came in and donated to me. Steam allows you to gift people games, so they gave me PewDiePie's game, and I was furious because it's like they knew how much I hated that man, and they basically paid him something on my stream. Oh boy. It was good stuff, but the thing that I love about Portal, because my memory is so pathetic, is that if I give it enough time and then come back, it's as though I'm playing everything for the first time. This is Dia's first time, so she's just sitting back and checking it out for what it is.
They sure love their talking in this game. I don't remember GLaDOS talking that much.
I feel like it's just a backdrop to what would otherwise be an entirely silent experience. And again, this... If you had, I want to say, played through the entirety of the first one, I think there might be a little bit more of an appreciation to returning to this place. And not just seeing what the hell's happened to it, but maybe, like, I want to say, remembering these, these areas and the contrast of how they were versus how they are.
Yeah, no, I don't remember this place.
You wouldn't, but it's the exact first chamber that you go into following your escape of the cell in the beginning of the game. I'll tell you one thing that has changed. In the first game, this portal would just oscillate, meaning it would go from this room to this room and then to the exit. And what you needed to do is wait until it went into the room that had the cube, then run out of it. Then you would have to wait until it went to the room with the button, run into it, drop the cube, and then come out. And then you would need to wait for this portal because you had neither device to go to the exit, and then you would leave. Now the portal chamber has been updated so that there are buttons corresponding to which room that you should want the portal to take you to, which gives you a bit more control. But I don't know. I'm not sure it was a necessary change, and I'm not sure that I like the control, because before...
Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, please take a moment to write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
Davis Moore says Portal 2 is personally one of his favorite, single-player games. Pistachio says Portal 2 is bittersweet. It's a great game, but I remember my ex and I would play.
The Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable.
And she would mock the way that I played because the solutions were stupid. I'm sorry she felt that way.
Hey, you made it. There should be a portal device on that podium over there. I can't see it though. Maybe it fell off. Do you want to go and have a quick look? It's alright, no, go on, just have
there's certainly nothing.
Hello? Can you see the portal gun? Also, are you alive? That's important, should have asked that first. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on the assumption that you're still alive, and I'm just going to wait for you up ahead. I'll wait 1 hour, then I'll come back, and assuming I can locate your dead body, I'll bury you. Alright? Brilliant. Go team! See you in an hour, hopefully, if you're not dead.
Also, hello everybody. I hope everyone's doing okay today. But yeah, no, the reason I'm kind of quiet is because I don't want to interrupt all of the dialogue they're giving you, even if it may just be backdrop.
The portal device.
That looks a bit broken.
It's incomplete. I need the other portion to manifest the orange portals, and then we'll be in business. Hello, Michael Davis. Hope you're having a sexy day. And a hello to anybody else who may be lurking and not wanting to say anything to me. Because you gotta hoard those goodies of your existence to yourself and not let Cyael be a part. Jesus, my man ZTCA says, I remember playing when I could see. I still found the game to be pretty difficult, but fun. I consider Portal a very satisfying experience as well. I think there's audio cues that the portals emit.
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal military androids have been taught to read and provided with 1 copy of the Laws of Robotics to share. Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the Laws of Robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork.
Oh boy. Well, we're almost out of the woods. As soon as we get that other device, I'm sure the game will consider us capable of swinging into it proper. Alright.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
That jazz could be smoother.
It's a bit too energetic.
Yeah, that jazz was way too, like, energetic, man. I remember this chamber. Hey! Hey! Playing with me.
I also remember being a bit motion sick from this game.
Why? Because of my movements? I'll try to slow it down, I apologize.
No, even when I played it at my own, like, pace, just so that I didn't get, like, motion sick, I would still get motion sick. because of how you go through portals, especially if you're like dropping down from somewhere. So it's independent from you. It's just is what is that?
Well, in the first game, you would find your way into these crevices that had a bit of graffiti on the walls, like somebody had come in here and then written things.
Yeah.
These were known as dens of the Rat Man. The Rat Man has been running around, it seems like, I don't know if he was a test subject or a scientist, but he would get into certain areas and then write things all over the place. He wrote The Cake is a Lie. And it seems that he made it into one of these areas where, people could observe the test subjects. This area was not accessible in the first game, but it is now.
I was gonna ask if it was accessible, if there was a way for you to find these areas in the first game, but I guess you just answered my question.
Not those specific areas, but there were other ones.
Which, for me playing a little bit of the first one from the beginning, you pointed me to 2 of them. And then when you played it, you didn't try and go look for the other ones.
The enrichment center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space. Please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
I really enjoyed the fact that things are overgrown, and it seems like the facility has fallen to nature in a way. It's like a great contrast to the sterile ass
First game?
Well, the environment of what this this game and its cold ass laboratory style fucking testing facilities are supposed to be. Now this is not a test that was in the first game, and I can't say I remember what to do. Looks like something fell onto a platform over there. Yoink. Let's center that better, Cyael. Let's center that better, Cyael. A staircase. Up to another button.
Which, I don't remember from the first game. Were those part of the first game?
What?
The buttons leading to a little staircase that would pop out of from the ground.
There were occasional staircases, yes, Dia, but they didn't look like these. They were essentially just, steps that would pop up. This game's got a little bit bigger of a budget, so, and it's also in a little bit, a little bit in the future, so you can see that, things look a little better and have a more pleasing aesthetic. So 2 buttons over here. One brings a ball down, and one does what? One makes that platform come up. What could be the purpose of that? So the ball comes down. Of course it does. I need to put this here. And I need to press that button to stop it from going into the water. Because certainly if it were to just fall without being stopped, it would just go into the water. So if I press that and wait for it. There we go. That's all that test was. Stopping the cube before it went into the water.
Well done. The Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts.
ZTCA says, in the end, nature comes back to claim what was lost. That is true. Off we go. What time did I start? Because I want to do this for about an hour specifically. And then we can come back and see how many.
This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you.
Love it. So, you know, I should give you a look around for a visible, you know, representation of what the hell's going on in here. But at a glance, I can tell I need to get up there and the portal's above me. So I know if there's a big ditch in the ground, I just need to shoot down into it. These visible little markers on the ground are a good cue as well, showing you that you need to jump, shoot the portal, you know, preserve that momentum on the way down so that you shoot out. As the first game so eloquently put it, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out. We have a hole in the floor, just big enough for me to shoot into. Gonna need that bad boy, so might as well jump back down. Send that mother through right here. And I'm gonna have to retrieve it by hand. Or not. That was pretty bad.
You are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization.
Damn it.
And remember, testing is the future.
You're kidding me.
And the future starts with you.
Well, that's that chamber. Oh. Why did I think I'd be at an elevator? Don't look at me. I don't see... Of course. Well. There. There's no way up from that side, so the only way is back down. Sorry, I was focused on making it so the cube would get through. But maybe I should try and focus on me. Haha. That's a platform, and it should be up. That's that. Sooner we get that orange portal, the better.
Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, old, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing.
Oh boy. Black Magic Film Studio says, "What's up? What's up with you, my man?" I'm still shocked that people consider my voice yours.
To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
Hey! Oi! I'm up here! Oh, brilliant! You did find a portal gun! Oh, do you know what? It just goes to show, people with brain damage are the real heroes in the end, aren't they, at the end of the day? Brave. Pop a portal on that wall behind me there, and I'll meet you on the other side of the room. Okay, listen, let me lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy. They told me never, never, ever to disengage myself from my management rail, or I would die. But we're out of options here, so get ready to catch me, alright, on the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's high. It's too high, isn't it, really, that? Alright, going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on 1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch me.
I did. Well, okay. I did it.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Plug me into that stick on the wall over there, yeah? And I'll show you something. You'll be impressed by this. Yeah, I can't do it if you're watching. Seriously, I'm not joking. Could you just turn around for a second?
Okay. Alright.
Alright, you can turn around now. Bam! Secret panel. That I opened while your back was turned. Pick me up. Let's get out of here.
Black Magic Film Studios asks, any paranormal or gory lists coming after this gameplay? Have I ever done a gory list, man? What do you...
Hey,
I'm surprised. Okay, I'm
Don't forget to pick me up.
For the
Okay.
exception of anything medical, no.
And off we go.
Yeah, but no, after this gameplay tonight, I will have a list as I do every night, but no idea what it is yet, and we'll go from there. It's interesting to know that you have a preference.
No rail to tell us where to go. Oh, this is brilliant. We can go wherever we want. Just hold on though, where are we going? Seriously. Hang on, let me just get my bearings.
I realized that I would rather
Just follow
not
around,
have a
actually.
crazy amount of subs than have people that would just like put up with anything I throw up on the channel, you know what I mean? Not in like a bad way, but like to not even know what my voice sounds like. I'm super scared.
Yes, hello, no, we're not stopping. Don't make eye contact, whatever you do. No, thanks, we're good. Appreciate it. Keep moving, keep moving.
Okay. Is this more the type of story you're interested in, Dia?
What do you mean?
I feel like you very much had an aversion to the way that the first game was structured, and that it was test after test, because Portal relies heavily on your enjoyment of the act of
Probably
testing
bring
as
you
far
up
as
speed on
the
something
puzzles
right now.
of the Portal
order to
device.
escape, we're gonna have
That's
to
like
go-
the core game, you know what I mean? And I feel like it was getting on your nerves past a certain point, whereas this I feel like lends a little bit more to a narrative driven, you know, you wake up, you don't know where you are, you don't know what's going on, a little robot is here and he's trying to help you through, and there's like, you know, there's things going on, I guess, as opposed to Portal. When I was playing it, it really only goes off the rails towards the end and becomes like its own thing, you know. So do you prefer it like this from the beginning?
I guess so. I can kind of enjoy, I guess, a little bit more of well, you can really interact and your character doesn't really talk, but I like the Wheatley.
Yeah.
Wheatley's,
Through her chamber.
kind of fun.
And
I
she
see that they like to be a bit offensive.
Well, not too much.
Not too much, which is why I said a bit, but still. Yeah, no, I like Wheatley. And I like GLaDOS, even if I did poke fun at her. I guess, yeah, no, the structure of the game versus this one, it seems like they had a story in this one versus the other one where they wanted to show what they could do. You know, developing a game-wise, what they made was, you know, fantastic, but I didn't really feel like there was much of a story.
Okay.
will probably kill us if she's awake. If you want to just call it quits, and we could just sit here forever, that's an option. Option A, sit here, do nothing. Option B, go through there, and if she's alive, she'll almost certainly kill us. So, if you've got any reservations whatsoever about this plan, now would be a tremendous time to voice them. Right now.
The bottom line being,
In case you thought to yourself, I've missed the window of time to voice my reservations. Still open.
shut up, Wheatley. The point being that yes, Portal 1 was essentially what we call a tech demo. It is a game that shows you the building blocks and how they've been arranged as far as the execution of this game or series of puzzles that demonstrates the power of you and this device that allows you to go through one end, come out of the other, and it functions, and it's fun, and it's great, and it works, and it's challenging, but it's not too challenging. It's the perfect game for me. I feel Portal never really showed us how intense it could be. I feel like there could have been a Dark Souls iteration of Portal where the puzzles were so frightening that most people couldn't fucking do them. And I've sat through developer commentaries, I've sat through playtesting sessions where things needed to be changed in favor of people figuring it out as opposed to just sitting there not knowing what to do. And I feel like we're ready for that now, but as it pertains to the first Portal, it's essentially, no pun intended, unironically, a test. It's showing you what we can do. Portal 2 now, you know, it's like any good sequel should be, the best. It's Portal 1 with a budget. It's Portal 1 with the freedom of a franchise that had a bunch of people love everything that had to do with the first one. And yeah, there is more of a story here, but the core gameplay is the puzzles. And
okay, I'm gonna lay my cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over it. She's off. All fine. On we go.
And overall, it was super duper satisfying. Portal 1 ends with you destroying GLaDOS, and Portal 2 sees our return
there she is.
To the facility.
What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly. Like a proper maniac. Do you know who ended up taking her down in the end? You're not going to believe this. A human. I know. I wouldn't have believed either. Apparently this human escaped and nobody's seen him since. Then there was a sort of long chunk of time where absolutely nothing happened.
A bit of a joke there. Cyael is the name of the protagonist, the silent protagonist. And she isn't very much, in fact, a woman. But, you know, the idea that, you know, the robots within the facility believe that it was a man that did it as amusing.
And then there's us escaping now. So that's pretty much the whole story. You're up to speed. Don't touch me.
Remember? That's where you dropped everything in.
Okay, down these stairs. Jump! This actually, look at it. That's quite a distance, isn't it? Okay, you know what? Go ahead and jump. You've got braces on your legs, so you're all set. Although no braces on your arms, though. So you're going to have to rely on the old human strength to keep a grip on the device, and by extension, me. So do really make sure you keep a grip. Oh, still held. Still being held. That's a great job. You've applied the grit. We're all fine. That's tremendous.
Uh-huh.
I just looked down. I do not recommend it. I've just done it again. This is the main breaker room. Let's go in. Look for a switch that says escape pod. All right, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything else. Don't touch anything else. Don't even look at anything else. Just, well, obviously you've got to look at everything else to
get out, shut up.
Pod. But as soon as you look at something and it doesn't say escape pod, look at something else. Look at the next thing, all right? But don't touch anything else or look at anything. Well, look at other things, but don't. You understand?
Which I don't see.
Can you see it anywhere? I can't see it anywhere. Tell you what, plug me in and I'll turn the lights on.
Plug you into. All right.
Let there be light. That's God. Just quoting God. Oh, look at that! It's turning. Ominous. But probably fine, as long as it doesn't start, moving up. Now, escape pod. It's moving up. Okay, no, don't worry, I've got it. This should slow it down. No, it makes it go faster. Uh-oh.
Power up initiated.
Okay, don't panic. All right, stop panicking. I can still stop this. Oh, there's a password. Okay, it's fine. I'll just hack it. Not a problem. A. Okay. A. C. Wait, did I do B? Do you have a pen? Start writing these down.
Power up complete.
I don't. Okay. Listen. All right, new plan. Act natural. You've done nothing wrong. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what? Oh no! No! Oh no! Yeah.
Okay, look, we both said a lot of things that you're going to regret. But I think we can put our differences behind us. For science, you monster. I will say, though, that since you went to all the trouble of waking me up, you must really, really love to test. I love it too. There's just one small thing we need to take care of first.
Oh boy. Back in GLaDOS's game, Dia. You may not be fond of these tests, but some of us are crazy about it.
You're the one doing it, so I'll enjoy the cute little robot and the puppets. You already love the puppets. Also, GLaDOS in the first game was just
Here we are. The incinerator room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old times.
Why do you say that? More human emotion.
Yes, because in the other game, she was just like, she was more worried about, you know, you escaping and her not doing.
Listen.
Do.
In the beginning of the boss encounter in the first game, one of the things that you throw into the furnace initially, she says that thing they put on me to basically dampen me so that I wouldn't be as crazy. And you actually hear a change in her voice where she sounds less robotic and sounds exactly like she does now. So this is GLaDOS, we're assuming, without...
Hold on. There. Good. You have a dual portal device. There should be a way back to the testing area up ahead. Once testing starts, I'm required by protocol to keep interaction with you to a minimum. Luckily, we haven't started testing yet. This will be our only chance to talk. Here, let me get that for you. Do you know the biggest lesson I learned from what you did? I discovered I have a sort of black box quick save feature. In the event of a catastrophic failure, the last 2 minutes of my life are preserved for analysis. I was able, well, forced really, to relive you killing me again and again, forever. You know, if you'd done that to somebody else, they might devote their existence to exacting revenge. Luckily, I'm a bigger person than that. I'm happy to put this all behind us and get back to work. After all, we've got a lot to do, and only 60 more years to do it. More or less. I don't have the actuarial tables in front of me. But the important thing is you're back, with me. And now I'm on to all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing for the rest of your life. After that, who knows? I might take up a hobby. Reanimating the dead, maybe.
It's been a few years since I've heard the GLaDOS. You don't know because you don't play games like a hardcore dweeb, but much like Half-Life, this is one of the many games where they refuse to count to 3. Mm-hmm. And we don't even know if they're planning to make a Portal 3. You know, you want to assume, of course, but we don't know. And it's weird we live in this age where if the passion and the yearning for it in the public, you know, consciousness were there, of course it would be like people would fund it themselves on Indiegogo and, you know, all this bullshit, but nothing happening.
Sorry about the mess. I've really let the place go since you killed me. By the way, thanks for that.
Sarcasm self-test complete.
Oh good, that's back online. I'll start getting everything else working while you perform this first simple test, which involves deadly lasers and how test subjects react when locked in a room with deadly lasers.
Oh. I've done this test before. Damn it. The noise that it made. Let's do this.
Not bad. I forgot how good you are at this. You should pace yourself, though. We have a lot of tests to do.
Oh boy. ZTCA says, I have a working stuffed turret that has a little motion sensor on it. I'm jealous. I've always wanted like a nice, you know, I don't have anything from Portal. I have a tattoo from Portal, but I don't have anything. I have coasters. Ha! But I always wanted a little turret.
This next test involves discouragement redirection cubes. I just finished building them before you had your, well, episode. So now we'll both get to see how they work. There should be one in the corner.
In the corner. Right. Wheatley? Could be any companion cube. Or personality core. Hey. Ah! Blah! Ooh. Alright, where's the, over here? Alright. Wait. Typical. Boink.
Well done. Here come the test results. You are a horrible person.
Wow.
That's what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for that.
Alright.
I mean, I get why she's angry. You did kill her. Even I would be a bit upset of coming back and then seeing the person that killed me.
Don't let that horrible person thing discourage you. It's just a data point. If it makes you feel any better, science has now validated your birth mother's decision to abandon you on a doorstep.
The people that made this game had a sense of humor, I see.
I'm very impressed by the facility rebuilding itself. Super impressed. Now. This needs to... Where would that need to go? Somewhere like here? What did it do? What did it do?
I thought you would have to use the little refracting cube right next to you to...
I mean, I get it. I just need to know where the other one needs to go. Because the one shooting out of the ceiling, you know, irrelevant until I get over there. Get it? Some of these I should have you solve. You understand? Sometimes something that doesn't make sense can be solved backwards. You got to start with what does make sense. Okay. So we'll manifest the blue one where it needs to go. What the hell? Another rat man done. Oh boy. The ground. My word. Well, I gotta go back up there now. So, this would need to be on the ground.
Congratulations. Not on the test. Most people emerge from suspension terribly undernourished. I want to congratulate you on beating the odds and somehow managing to pack on a few pounds.
Brianna says, so then is GLaDOS the mind of the testing place you're in, Cyael? Nothing like that. She is in control, though, so consider her an artificial intelligence that governs the tests. But, you know, it's not a crazy thing to say. You could call her the mind of the place. She is in control of pretty much everything.
And Aperture
One
are the
moment.
people that created this place.
Aperture science.
You're navigating these test chambers faster than I can build them, so feel free.
But did she create Aperture Science, or is she a member of Aperture
Please
Science?
slow
Nothing like this is... All you've seen so far in this universe are robots. You don't know when this takes place. You don't know where this takes place. You haven't seen another human in this universe. That's a big deal. These are questions that you may have answers to that may be answered during the narrative of this game.
Down and do whatever it is you do when you're not destroying this facility.
You're clearly human, or so you think. And from what you can tell, you've been in some sort of suspended animation. Okay, we got a button over there. We start with that. Button drops one of these. Give me these bad boys, we move our asses on. I don't see any damn... Okay. There's your platform, that's where it belongs. How to get over there. the plot thickens. Laser should be bent into that area, but of course. So, we'll put one on the wall. Then we put one a little bit to the right. Oh, sacre bleu. So we're gonna need to be back over there. Removing one of the portals will stop that platform in its tracks. Let's put Bad Boy Cube on the actual platform. We're gonna want to situate it right here, so that when it does pass by this laser, we can be on this side of the laser and avoid all harm. But that's for then. For right now, what portal did I move, Cyael? The orange portal's behind you, so we can assume, well, let's give it a try. Excellent.
I'll give you credit. I guess you are listening to me. But for the record, you don't have to go that slowly. Waddle over to the elevator and we'll continue the testing.
I was trying to explain it so that it wouldn't just be lost on whoever may be wondering how that was solved. But there's a likelihood she'd have said it regardless. Alright. Oh boy. Michael Davis says she is also the mind of some poor lady, theoretically anyway. Uh-huh. Well, all your theories are quite enjoyable, so long as nobody comes in here and spoils something. For people who haven't experienced it the first time, to feel like some sort of big shot in the stream chat, you know what I mean?
Well, from what all I can understand is that someone created GLaDOS in order to keep an eye on whatever tests.
I mean, yeah, we should assume that all of these robots, androids, artificial intelligences, whatever we may want to call them, were created by someone during a time when people were still creating things. Even if they made it so that the machines could then themselves run the facility without their intervention. The real question being asked here is at what point, you know, or basically when this is after their creation, you know, do the humans still exist? Have the humans, you know, had to flee because of something crazy that went down? And is the facility now just being run by these...
Test involves the Aperture science aerial.
Answered in the first game?
Nope.
Faith plate. It was part of an initiative to investigate how well test subjects could solve problems when they were catapulted into space. Results were highly informative. They could not. Good luck.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
Here's an interesting fact. You're not breathing real air. It's too expensive to pump this far down. We just take carbon dioxide out of a room, freshen it up a little, and pump it back in. So you'll be breathing the same room full of air for the rest of your life. I thought that was interesting.
Freshen it up a little. And there's a bit of exposition hidden in that as well. It's too expensive to pump this far down.
Let's see what the next test is. Oh, advanced aerial faith plates. Well, have fun soaring through the air without a care in the world. I have to go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15 acres of broken glass. By myself.
It also is interesting to note, you know, the bits of humanity that slip out into her robotic bullshit now that that core that was inhibiting certain things is gone. shit. Fuck. That's why my sensitivity is so high. Cyael knows more than I do. I'd have been able to do it. But not unless it was maxed out to the fucking, you know, wind. Ugh. You'll only have to worry about orange.
Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the test chambers, so sometimes there's still trash in them, standing around, smelling and being useless. Try to avoid the garbage hurtling towards you.
My nigga.
You don't have to test with the garbage. It's garbage. Press the button again.
Remember, it was like a big challenge to get this shit done with the garbage. But I got nothing to prove these days. Wait, why didn't it go down now?
It bounced.
It didn't even hit the button though, because the door would have opened for a split second.
It would have been impressive if you had done that on the first try.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't have been my fault because the thing didn't fall straight down. Ugh. Absurd.
Remember before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around being useless? That was a metaphor. I was actually talking about you. And I'm sorry. You didn't react at the time, so I was worried it sailed right over your head, which would have made this apology seem insane. That's why I had to call you garbage a second time just now.
Brilliant. True Silver Wolf says, I'm wondering if Ratman survived at the end, or did he succumb to his injuries? And Neil says, the writers and voice actress really did a great job realizing her character. Paper Mage says you've been moving down pretty much the entire game. The facility probably goes a mile deep.
I'm sorry.
1 mile?
That went off. Anyway, just an interesting science fact.
It says goes miles deep.
I know, yeah. Oh, sorry. I saw one singular. Like, no, I see it.
Oh, did I accidentally fizzle that before you could complete the test? I'm sorry. Go ahead and grab another one.
If this were a bride that I was meant to marry from an early age, and she did that with a piece of cake, I would slap her. You like that, do ya? You better not drag my piece of cake away from me when we have our ceremony.
Don't worry, I'll eat it all.
You're gonna eat all the cake?
Yep.
No, I fizzled that one too. Oh well, we have warehouses full of the things. Absolutely worthless. I'm happy to get rid of them.
It's cute. Wait, what was that?
We're being stalked.
I'd like to think it's Wheatley's ghost, but who the hell knows? So she broke.
The button's over there. You know what the worst part is? That the companion cube has an audio cue now. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Meow, meow, meow,
Sounds like music. It's not audio cue, it's more like it's like there's like a little tube.
Every test chamber is equipped with an emancipation grill at its exit, so that test subjects cannot smuggle
But this one is not.
out of the test area. This one is broken. Don't take anything with you.
Make me. Don't take anything with me. I did it. I finally made it out of a test.
I think that one was about to say, I love you. They are sentient, of course. We just have a lot of them.
A phrase that unfortunately went on to inspire a bunch of terrible game theories. That may or may not be true, unfortunately. Oh, I tried to take one of the companion cubes and she fizzled it out. How did we not see that coming when she did it twice?
I was gonna say, perhaps you could have been a bit nicer and let us.
This next test involves emancipation grills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area that did not have one. Oh no, the turbines again. I have to go. Wait, this next test does require some explanation. Let me give you the fast version. There, if you have any questions, just remember what I said in slow motion. Test on your own recognizance. I'll be right back.
Just in slow motion.
Me.
Well, that test is over. Did Michael Davis just say yeet? Boy, you too old to be saying that kind of disgusting shit. Oh, man. I saw this. It's funny because if you guys saw the... What is it? If you saw the thumbnail that I used, it's like a Winnie the Pooh. And to describe it for ZTCA, there's like a Winnie the Pooh that's like normally sitting down, and then there's another one of him in like a fancy suit, with a face on that's like yes, you know what I mean? And the caption that I wrote was playing video games with your hands for, you know, the normal Winnie the Pooh, but then with the Winnie Pooh in the suit that's classy, it's like playing games with your ass. It's another dumb thumbnail. That's not very funny. But the one that I downloaded to basically like overwrite it instead, because I didn't have like a blank template, so I had to download one of those. It was one where the top one said, I'm sorry for your loss. And then the bottom one said, oof. You know what I mean? Like, that's the better thing to say. Get the fuck out of here.
The internet, that's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a teenager, yeah. Like, can you imagine? Like, you're at a funeral talking about, like, F, yeah. Press F at my funeral.
It could be worse than
That's some cringy shit, boy.
taking selfies with
This place is restoring itself. What the f...
Is sweet?
Well, I'm back. The aerial faceplate in here is sending a distress signal. You broke it, didn't you? There. Try it now.
Hello, I'm on you.
What happened, right? I was just lying there. You thought I was done.
Yes.
This plate must not be calibrated to someone of your generousness. I'll add a few zeros to the maximum weight. You look great, by the way. Very healthy. Try it
I
now.
feel personally attacked.
Bird, right? Couldn't believe it either.
You seem to have defeated its load-bearing capacity. Well done. I'll just lower the ceiling.
You seem to have defeated its load-bearing capacity.
GLaDOS a bitch.
Defeated. The exit. Of course. Damn it. Damn it. Whew. Serves me right for not getting a good look first.
What do you need?
You need what you always need, the cube for the damn button. In this case, we need to figure out a path to the cube to get to the damn, you know, button. But in this case, we need to press a button to get the cube to drop, to then get the cube. Oh no. It's not even the right type of cube. So that means that on top of the button, there is some puzzle that needs to be bent. Damn it. I've acquired the cube. I bend it to full. Oh boy. I understand now. This wall wouldn't be portable unless... Intriguing. But irrelevant. The upper area is wide enough to where I'll be able to see down. I'll worry about it then. Damn it.
Look at you, sailing through the air majestically, like an eagle, piloting a blimp.
All right.
Majestically.
Oh my bing bong. True Silver Wolf says, I'm amazed that Cyael can handle getting her head smash at Mach 2. Yeah, well. What do you want? More oofs? More oofs?
Enjoy this next test. I'm going to go to the surface. It's a beautiful day out. Yesterday I saw a deer. If you solve this next test, maybe I'll let you ride an elevator all the way up to the break room.
Wow.
And I'll tell you about the time I saw a deer again.
That'll be wonderful. To be honest with you, Neil, I kind of prefer her being like this versus how she was in the first game, which was very mechanical.
Oh yeah, you would. God forbid there be a little bit of robot. Let me tell you something. The first Portal was, I feel, the most concise and best iteration of this game. This game may be a masterpiece as far as its capacity to execute on you know, a narrative, and you know, it's got a budget. It just does everything that it did the first time a little bit better. But as far as how concise an experience that the first game was, I feel it was truly perfect. The black humor was off. It was something that catches you off guard, you know? And that's what I loved about the first game, is how let's say, you know, in any other game you do something, it pats you on the back. The first game was not impressed. There aren't a lot of games like that. You know, that's why Dark Souls, I felt like, could become what it was, because that was a niche that was unfilled. But there aren't a lot of games that aren't impressed with you. That's another thing I loved about Katamari Damacy, is you have fun, you're rolling up a ball, you're living your life, and at the end of the level, it's like King of the Cosmos is like, oh, by the way, I'm not really impressed by the size of your Katamari. And you're like, who the fuck are you? I did the best out there. And he's like, seen beggar. Sorry.
Well,
You know, I ruined the freaking galaxy, and you're picking up my bullshit. And now, you know, sorry, it's not that great. It's not that great, though. What the fuck? All right, let's see what we can do here. Holy shit. This is quite the chamber, and I don't remember it. That can't be good. That cube mocks me. How can I reach it? The floor, of course. Yoink. Intriguing. But how do I get back? The floor, of course. I need to get high. I can do it. Whoosh. Of course, if it stopped, it'll have this effect. Can't know until we try. Another catapult. Let's see. Gotcha. I'll take it down. There's only one laser in this room. For now. So I'll bend this towards there. I'll take this. Orange. Damn it! You said it and you did the other one. What's wrong with you? Oh god, what a Cyael moment. Fuck me.
Sounds like the key's about to drop as you were jumping around just now.
Incredible design music-wise. The end.
Well, you passed the test. I didn't see the deer today. I did see some humans, but with you here, I've got more test subjects than I'll ever need.
The exposition you've all been looking for. Humans still exist in the universe, and they're very much so up there. Does that mean that this facility is still governed by man? Has the facility been forgotten? Is there any human staff remaining?
These bridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it.
The light bridges. It's been a while. Button first. Business later. Meh. Meh. Dick. Alright. But of course, you're all about that life, aren't you? That's glass down there. The game expects me to go in there. And why? Here we go. Okay. Oh my god!
Jeez!
Okay. It's a damn button. Schmeckle. Bruh. My button. Where?
Is it back there? It slid over there.
Oh, fuck me. What? You dick! That's not my fault. My god, in this bitch. Fuck a doodle doo, my man. Look, the test is over. Don't be mistaken, ZTCA. There weren't errors. There was just an impatient Cyael. The test is over.
You're a predator, and these tests are your...
Hey! See that fat boy?
Speaking of which, I was researching sharks for an upcoming test. Do you know who else murders people who are only trying to help them? Did you guess sharks? Because that's wrong. The correct answer is nobody. Nobody but you is that pointlessly cruel.
Look, I was trying to be done with these tests for the rest of my life. They can't test me like this.
She is one salty, salty robot.
I can't believe I got the
Good news.
Ferrero Rocher chocolates to put in her boobs for her next stream. She's gonna do it.
I figured out what to do with all the money I
What?
saved recycling your one room full of air. When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you how not to have your unfortunate bone structure.
Oh my god! That's a real
The
thing!
door's malfunctioning. I guess somebody's going to have to repair that too. No, don't get up. I'll be right back. Don't touch anything.
So, we're gonna touch everything, aren't we?
Hey, hey, up here. I found some bird eggs up here. Just dropped them into the door mechanism. Shut it right down. Like, bird, 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 bird. Okay, that's probably the bird in it that laid the eggs. Livid. Okay, look, the point is, we're gonna break out of here. All right, very soon. I promise. I promise. I just have to figure out how to break us out of here. Here she comes. Just keep testing.
Linda's
Remember,
here.
you never saw me. Never saw me.
Linda's happy.
I went and spoke with the door mainframe. Let's just say he won't be, well, living anymore. Anyway, back to testing.
Who did she say that about?
Hmm?
Who did she say that about, Wheatley?
No, she was talking about somebody. She doesn't know Wheatley is alive. She's talking about, you know. Whoop. Alright, so that's that. We're gonna send this portal through probably here or so. There's my cue. The president bounced clean off the damn, you know, thing like it always does. Probably be smartest for me to situate myself on the main bridge. Take a look down here. We got some sort of, you know, portal across there. Amazing. It's just one button towards the end. That was deceptively simple.
Well done. In fact, you did so well, I'm going to note this on your file, in the commendation section. Oh, there's lots of room here. Did well. enough.
ZTCA says, with all the salt, I'm surprised she doesn't rust.
This next test involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets.
Salty.
Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds.
Salty
Good luck.
GLaDOS. She a snack.
Searching. Nap time.
They look good now.
Is anyone there? Who's there?
Whoa.
Target lost. Sleep mode activated.
I'm sorry, sweetie. It's for your own gizzle bang. Excuse me, fuck me. Oh shit.
No, no.
Oh, damn it. Screwed up there. Alright, look. Right. Alright. Oh my god. Okay.
Put me down.
There's always another one.
Searching.
Hello to your sister and nephews and mom, Linda.
Who's sisters and nephews and mom?
Linda.
What are they all like in?
They say hi.
Well, here I am being PG in this mother effing stream for Linda's family tonight. Buh.
Oh my god.
I live for danger. Shoot that turret. Can I just shoot the ground? Under all of you? Oh, it didn't put all of you on a bing bong ground. Interesting. I'll take that. Yeah. Is that it? We'll wait to find out. Oh man. Wait. And I hate you too. And for good measure, the beginning of this whole level had one. Right?
Had 2.
What?
2.
Damn, baby. Gotta chill. Cool, that one's still alive.
Activated.
It'll be satisfying to put it through.
The next person, but that was the first.
Wait, what? You like what?
I said I might like I like killing Roblox as much as the next person, but that.
What the phrase out of me? This one's alive, so it will be more satisfying.
Yeah.
They're all alive if they're making noises. That one was just like in a mode where it was ready to be offensive. I did it. I purged the whole level of Bing Bong flavor. How the hell am I supposed to make it over there?
Then I wait out for you to shoot.
Not that I see. It's as if I'm supposed to drop. So drop I will. The fuck? This is outside the test chambers.
Wheatley did it.
Yay. Look, we've been streaming for an hour and a half. I should have stopped at the hour mark. We should let this be the natural cutoff to where... Natural cutoff to where... we start playing again later. I want to thank you all for being a part of this. And you'll see me tonight in the normal stream. Maybe. Love you. You will, you will. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chris Chan just uploaded a video, and I need to see it. This is probably not the type of thing that I would normally have on my channel, I suppose, but I'm terribly interested in what the hell Chris Chan just uploaded. He's wearing his sonotube.
Christian Chandler coming to you live from within the first floor area of the Descharnet Sanitarium, where I come here of my own volition and goodwill on a mission of peace and goodwill.
What the hell?
I'm here because recently I've made a drawing inspired by what happened here in Descharnet and the innocent children and adults.
Is that a penis
who were
back there?
wronged to their rights and they suffered from
yes it is.
the mental scars and all that. Anyway, I am leaving for them this photocopy of the lovely drawing.
Oh
I
no.
wrote a lovely message on the back.
Someone's gonna get out there and steal that. Someone's gonna get...
Where is he?
He's at a sanitarium. The hunt is on. Someone will have this by midnight. Someone will have my brain can't even by midnight. What the hell? He went into a sanitarium, drew some bullcrap.
Who find it in the future, and I do pray that these halls, this building, will one day become renovated, restored. This will become
Chris.
Joe, oh Joe, who said to run these halls to be out of here?
Is this
I'd like to
enough? Chris Chan, crazy son. Some weeb is going to have the best day of his life when he finds this pic. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look. I'm gonna fucking explode. I'm gonna explode. Guys, I will see you later. You know, you guys take it easy. We're gonna pump up the volume later. And I love you. I'll see you. Take it easy. Stay out of trouble. Have a great night. Thank you for being here. Later.